everybody to a new episode of the EmPath. My name is Natalie Anja Esser. I'm an empath myself, and on this channel I share the observations and insights I'm having along my journey, and I hope they will be beneficial for you also. So today's topic is the compassion compass. As I am also working as an energetic healer, I'm all about the heart. And the heart is our compass in life. Especially as an empath, you have access to this as you are sensitive to emotional energies. If you check on your own emotional energies, you will be able to sense in your own system which direction to take in your own life. And compassion is the goal where the empath is leading towards as a general direction in life. Okay, let me explain this a little bit. There's something like the evolution of emotional feelings or social evolvement, as people are coming from the ability, having the ability to feel sympathy for someone. So they understand that someone had a breakup in their life, or they lost a relative and they are crying. They can understand that this person is feeling grief and is sad. So this is the ability for sympathy. The empath is the next step. As an empath, as you for sure know, we feel for the other. We can really feel it in our own body system. We can feel their emotions, and often we are even feeling emotions others are suppressing, what might be sometimes a little confusing, because the other might pretend, no, I'm fine, and you can feel what they are suppressing within themselves. So, and as an empath, we often feel overwhelmed, and many of these videos that I share here are about the importance of coming back to our own emotions, not being always focused on the outside so much, as by centering within ourselves, we will be able to provide even better services for other people, as we will not only take everything in like a sponge, but we will also then be able to emanate our own love and peace towards the others. And that is what is kind of the solution for our special ability and for our gift that we have brought into this planet, as we are kind of repairing system. At least this is what we were meant to be when we incarnated, but very often we are not able to make this important step towards our own evolution, as we are so overwhelmed by the outside world. And there are 2 points I want to focus on today. One is that compassion is the next step. After being an empath, being a compassionate being is the next evolutionary step. And this means we have to integrate and heal our own abilities and balance them. So we will not be drowned by emotions, but we will be able to, yes, somehow balance them and bring them into alignment in our own system, and in this way, mm, having an impact on our outside world. Being the one who is bringing peace into conflict, who is bringing loving, caring emotions into conflict situations, that kind of work. And this kind of work is compassionate work, and it always needs us to be stable within ourselves. So the first step is for us, healer, heal yourself, to become stable and anchored within ourself and being in contact with our own heart and our own core essence. And this is what I see as my personal goal in life, and this is what I share with my clients and with people here in these videos. And also when you read the articles on my blog, you will find this kind of topic there also again and again. Because this is where the empath, from my point of perception, is leading towards the compassionate being. And there is the second thing I would like to address. There is a huge difference between feeling pity for someone or feeling compassion towards other people. When we feel pity, we are somehow seeing the other as if they would be not capable, or if they would be less than we are. And this is not true. This is stopping ourselves on our own spiritual path, and it is stopping the other also, as we will behave as if, or see ourselves as if we would be better than them, or as if they are less than. And this is just not true. Everybody is holding the potential for being the absolute beautiful expression of source energy. And we cannot know their path. And also we might feel very, very strongly their pain and their suffering. It doesn't make them less. So it's interesting because as you might have heard from my accent, I'm born in Germany, and in Germany there are two different words for feeling for someone, and the one is suffering for the other, if I would translate it, and there's no use in suffering for someone. And this is actually what we as an empath tend towards to. And the other word is saying, I'm feeling with you. And this is what an empath is in its most beautiful expression. Because the ability for having compassion is really to see what the other is going through, and as I have mentioned in previous videos, this is what mankind is needing. Um, Mankind is needing our ability to sense what the other is going through and not judge them, and understand that they are really having a hard time, and what their true emotions are. And this is really, really beautiful that we are holding this ability. So, yeah, as I said, we are a gift towards this world, and the only challenge is to um, heal our own wounds enough so we will be able to shine this beautiful love light out into the world, and not, yeah, um, are being drowned or being exhausted by all the um, emotional pain that is taking place around us. So, first of all, we have to heal our own inner emotional pain so we will be able to have this inner space and place of peace within ourselves that is totally stable, and from there emitting this love and peace towards others. And compassion is always including everyone. Compassion is seeing everyone as a divine, beautiful being. And I can tell you, I have compassion even with the people that are seeing themselves as my enemies, or towards people that really, really um, did harm me in my past. And I have compassion towards them, as I know they are just as beautiful as you are, as I am, and they are loved by the divine, by Source, like you and me. So there is compassion towards everyone, and at the same time, there's an important point of view I would like to share with you, because um, as an empath, I can understand everybody, or almost everybody. I can understand somehow, because I'm emotional intelligent, and so are you. So we have this ability to understand everybody, and at the same time, we shall not make excuses for others, and we shall not allow others to harm us. So I may have compassion for someone and tell him that or she shall stop their abusive behavior, and if they don't, I will remove them out of my field. And this is out of compassion also with myself. Of course, compassion always starts at home also, yeah? Self-care. And as an empath, you might have, maybe some of you might have the idea, I have to um, help everybody. And this is something I had in my past. To be very, very honest, I have to tell you, I have been a little bit of this savior mentality from the victim, then thinking, yeah, if I save everyone around, my own pain and my own suffering would stop. And this is what the savior archetype is somehow doing. As he cannot save himself, he's saving everyone else, and as he cannot heal himself, he tries to heal everyone else around. And I would question that very much as I see things now, because we have to love ourselves, we have to take care for ourselves, and we have to be compassionate towards ourselves. And this is giving us the strength and the ability to then really make a difference in this world. Not only suffer from it, but really um, come from a very, very stable and deeply anchored place, and being able to really assist others, but not carry them, to share our truth, but let them decide if they want to take it or not. And this is something that I think is really important, that we are learning to be decisive in our actions. And we can only gain this clarity when we come from a point where we have healed enough from our own wounds and our own suffering, that there is enough self care and there is enough strength in us, so we will have this clear point of view. Compassion is always, compassion is sensing what the other is going through. It is understanding where they are coming from, but it doesn't allow the other to drag you into their drama. And because this is what is so exhausting for us as an empath, if we are being dragged into all of these crazy games that are taking place. And I don't know if it's just my personal life, but I don't think so, because this is also happening when I'm speaking with clients and people around me. Um, it seems at the moment the world is just um, somehow playing these games out very, very obviously. And so things seem to be even more crazy than they used to be. And so it is really, really important for our own well being, but also for the people around us, that we are making this major step in our own evolution, and to come from this empathy into the compassion. And compassion is always coming from the heart, as it is your heart compass that is leading you. And the heart compass is yeah, you're anchored within yourself, and at the same time you're holding the hand of the one you are dealing with in this situation. And you will not leave yourself for the other, but you're also not leaving the other behind, even if you leave them behind. Um, you will, out of your heart compass, you will have this perfect understanding where the other is in their life and on their own journey. And this is a personal story I will share now. I have a difficult situation with my own mother. She's a very, very difficult person. And when we had a breakup, I was actually talking to her soul, and I was asking her soul, what is the story that she and I that we are going through, as I could sense, she is suffering, but she's just trying to track other people's into this distorted field and her distorted games, and as not only her daughter but as a compassionate being, I could see how much she is in pain, and so I also understood that out of self-care I have to remove myself out of this situation, and I wanted to have this clarity, and so I made a sit-in my higher being with her higher being, and her higher being explained something to me. It explained to me that some people have to put as much mm, pain and emotional load onto themselves as this until finally one day their armor, their shell, they have a hard shell around themselves until this is actually cracking open somehow. And her soul being explained to me that this is the case with my physical mother, that she has to come to a situation where she is so deeply in pain that she will give up, and she's not someone giving up easily. So I had to understand why I was not allowed to help her and not able to help her. And for someone like me, of course, not being able to assist my own mother, that's been kind of a little bit strange towards myself. And having this gained this deeper understanding, um, how I have to take care for myself so I will be able to assist people around me. And so I have to let go of my mother. And it is also um, for her soul's journey that I had to let go of her and allow her to be in pain as long as she needs to. And really, this is not a heartless thing. This is the deepest form of love you can imagine, to be able to feel someone's pain and wanting for them that they are healthy and healed, and patiently waiting for the right moment until they are able to make this important step on their journey, but also understanding that they have to take this step themselves. And the higher being of my mother told me, and I received a little glimpse of that. The day when my mother will open her shell and let the light in, so to say, she will be the difference between her state of being and all of the light that is waiting for her on this day. The difference will be nothing but totally flooding her whole system, and it will be something like instant enlightenment or something like that for her. So you see, her soul has chosen that path, and we have to understand um, that it's not always up to us to suffer with the other or to save them in some way, but to be compassionate. And compassionate is always very, very respectful towards the other, and it is never leaving the heart space. It is never leaving the space of deep love for the other. Compassion is coming from your heart compass, and it's always, 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 like the empath, always deep, deep love. This is what we came for. And so this is what I wish for you, that you are able to have compassion towards yourself, and that you are able to heal deeply within yourself and take good care for yourself, and in this way be the beautiful gift that you are and that you came for onto this planet. So please take care for yourself. See you next time. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also check out my homepage for my blog articles and if you want to have more. So take good care. See you next time.